I love watching movies. I love watching movies. She usually wakes up early. She usually wakes up early. We often go for walks in the park. We often go for walks in the park. He rarely eats fast food. He rarely eats fast food. They always arrive on time. They always arrive on time. She sometimes forgets her keys. She sometimes forgets her keys. We usually take the bus to work. We usually take the bus to work. He rarely misses his morning coffee. He rarely misses his morning coffee. They often play basketball on weekends. They often play basketball on weekends. She usually cooks dinner for the family. She usually cooks dinner for the family. We always clean the house on Saturdays. We always clean the house on Saturdays. He sometimes works late. He sometimes works late. She usually takes a nap after lunch. She usually takes a nap after lunch. They often visit their grandparents. They often visit their grandparents. We always walk the dog in the evening. We always walk the dog in the evening. He usually takes a shower before bed. He usually takes a shower before bed. She rarely drinks alcohol. She rarely drinks alcohol. We often have pizza for dinner. We often have pizza for dinner. He always listens to music while studying. He always listens to music while studying. She usually goes shopping on Sundays. She usually goes shopping on Sundays. They often go out for dinner. They often go out for dinner. He rarely wears a suit to work. He rarely wears a suit to work. She usually reads before going to sleep. She usually reads before going to sleep. We always say, "Thank you," after meals. We always say, "Thank you," after meals. They often play board games together. They often play board games together. She frequently visits her friends. She frequently visits her friends. We seldom watch TV during the week. We seldom watch TV during the week. He regularly exercises at the gym. He regularly exercises at the gym. They occasionally go hiking on weekends. They occasionally go hiking on weekends. I usually wake up at 7 a.m. I usually wake up at 7 a.m. She hardly ever complains about anything. She hardly ever complains about anything. We often have breakfast together. We often have breakfast together. He rarely takes vacations. He rarely takes vacations. They always go for a run in the morning. They always go for a run in the morning. She sometimes helps her neighbors with gardening. She sometimes helps her neighbors with gardening. We usually go out for dinner on Fridays. We usually go out for dinner on Fridays. He rarely goes to bed before midnight. He rarely goes to bed before midnight. They often have family gatherings on holidays. They often have family gatherings on holidays. She occasionally bakes cookies for her colleagues. She occasionally bakes cookies for her colleagues. We always walk to the office together. We always walk to the office together. He seldom forgets important dates. He seldom forgets important dates. They usually go swimming in the summer. They usually go swimming in the summer. I often listen to music while working. I often listen to music while working. She rarely goes shopping for clothes. She rarely goes shopping for clothes. We usually visit the museum on Sundays. We usually visit the museum on Sundays. He often cooks dinner for his family. He often cooks dinner for his family. They seldom argue about trivial matters. They seldom argue about trivial matters. She usually goes to bed early on weekdays. She usually goes to bed early on weekdays. We always clean up after dinner. We always clean up after dinner. He rarely drinks coffee after noon. He rarely drinks coffee after noon.
Дякую за перегляд відео. Для закріплення матеріалу рекомендується пройти цей урок ще раз через певний час. А поки ви можете подивитися наші інші цікаві відео та звикати до розмовної англійської. Ось тут на екрані рекомендовані відео для вас. Якщо сподобався урок та ви хочете сказати «дякую», можете написати це в коментарях, а також будемо вдячні за лайк, підписку та поширення відео. Розвиваємо україномовний контент та вивчаємо розмовну англійську разом з «Хвилинка English».